Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. You're tuning in with Marvin and Earl. We've got the vibes and you've got the time. So sit back and enjoy That Meat Podcast.
Welcome back, guys. This is Marvin.
And this is Earl, and together we are joined with my good friend, Jassy. Hey, Jassy.
Hi.
Hooray.
Hi, everyone. Hooray.
Hooray! For anyone who's ever known me as a good friend, Jassy is one of my closer friends that I've been hanging out ever since last year. And once again, we have a lot of similarities, but we'll go into that in the episode.
How'd you guys meet anyway?
Yeah.
We met at Cake, actually.
We did.
Yeah, we met at
Just
Cake.
mutual friends or just random?
Mutual friends. Yeah, we had a mutual friend who, weirdly enough, I was lost that day and I couldn't find her.
Oh, just one of your solo adventures, yeah?
I went on one of my solo adventures, lost all my friends, and one of my friends was like, Earl, come find me. And I was lost for hours, couldn't find her. And that's when I met Jassy, because she was there with my friend. Me and you have been friends for obviously how long now? A year? 2 years? Feels like a lifetime.
I was going 21 to 22.
Is that it?
Oh, wow, that's pretty
Like New
short.
Year's.
Oh,
21 on to 22. So almost 2 years. Feels longer now.
dang, you're
Feels
right.
Longer.
Feels longer.
So much. We've
It's
been through stuff.
one of those friendships where it's just you haven't been friends for ages, but it feels
There
like
was
forever.
It just clicked.
I think the moment we met each other,
Mm.
there was a good period where I saw her every damn weekend.
To be honest, I don't remember the actual day.
No, neither do I. You don't remember meeting me?
It's just so much happening.
Don't
I
worry.
don't remember much.
I don't remember talking to you,
Mm.
Neither do I.
but I remember when I was lost. What I do remember is you found me and you were like, "Do you want some water? You look like you need some water." And I'm like, "Oh, I
Oh.
love this girl."
One of the saviors.
Yeah,
Yeah, I always end up offering water.
yeah.
Don't
'Cause
worry,
you're
I
a
did
nice
that
person.
too.
I'm like a mama, like the mama hen. Every time we go somewhere, I'm like, hey, I'll look after you. It's fine.
Yeah. But
Well,
no,
How old are you?
I'm 26. I'm 26.
26.
I had to think about that one.
Yeah,
Mm.
wow.
Yeah.
You make it. What's the face? You make it sound like you're old.
Makes
I
me
am
sad.
old. All my friends always call me old. Call me
Oh
ancient.
my god. So what are we then? He's 30.
I turned 30
damn.
December.
Oh, damn, I didn't know. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, how old did you think he was?
I'm old.
Your age.
Oh, how old am I?
95, born.
Oh, damn. She knows my year that I was born. What the
Oh,
fuck?
April.
Yeah. Oh my god.
27.
Oh my god.
Of course, I know your birthday.
Oh, Jassy.
Me and him were talking last night and I struggled to get his birthday.
Yeah.
Hey.
And I got his
Yeah,
birthday.
I know. I saw that.
Yeah.
Did hear from briefly that you are from Germany?
I am.
Mm.
Even though I don't sound like
No,
it.
it definitely doesn't sound.
How
like
long
it.
you been here now?
7 years.
Oh, okay.
Went up to 8 in January.
How does it feel
Jesus.
to be an Australian?
I had to think about that the other day. I was like, basically a quarter of my lifetime.
Dang.
Break it down like that. It sounds like such a long time. I'm 26, 7 years, almost 8 years. It's more than almost a quarter.
What's it feel like growing up in a different country and moving into a whole new country where you knew absolutely no one?
Scary. But also so exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I always wanted to grow up somewhere English speaking. And then finally being able to do that after I turned 18. I can finally speak English every day.
Nice.
And then after 3 weeks, I was thinking in English. I was like,
How long did you learn English before you came here?
we start learning English in year 2 in Germany. Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, so you learn your basic cat, dog, mum,
Yeah.
auntie.
Just
kind of
basic
like,
words.
You know, explaining your family tree and all that stuff.
Okay.
But then by the time you hit year 12, you had full-on exams
In English.
in English.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Even analyzing a book.
Yeah.
Having
Wow.
to do that. German's coming out.
I
Oh
know.
my
Do
God.
that. Let the German come out.
No, I don't want to.
All right, it's
I'm
going
gonna
to come
keep
out
it-
sooner
I'm
or later,
gonna-
right?
No, I'm going to keep it tucked.
All right, so today's topic is about resilience, right?
Yeah.
What is resilience to you, Earl?
Resilience. I think resilience, in terms of a definition of me, is unwavering tenacity to what you want. When things seem tough, when things don't go your way, is still absolutely having not motivation to do it, but having drive to do it. You don't need to be motivated to do something. You have absolute resolve that it will be done. So you do what is necessary.
Earl put that really nicely before.
Mm.
When you think of resilience, it's me. And I really like that, actually. I mean, a lot of people struggle. I've seen a lot of resilient people, but I think, yeah,
challenges I've been through, having to go through, paying my bills, that's like, I feel like I'm really resilient, even though I wouldn't even be able to, like, if someone said, like, write me a definition.
Mm.
I don't know, it's hard. Like, challenges and, like, still being positive, having a positive outlook, not giving up, I guess.
Mm.
Even if everything feels like crumbling,
Mhm.
just keep going.
Mm.
Even if you feel like, I want to stop, I want to quit, I want to move back home. No, you keep going.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly right.
I think, that's me.
Yeah.
Definition.
So you're saying define resilience, and you're gonna say it's
me.
Jassy.
It's me. Read my book.
Yeah,
You'll
nice.
see.
Nice.
No, I don't know. It's just I would not be able to put it in words.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
strong word.
Yeah, I reckon you guys used to have basically put resilience into the definition of what it is.
Yeah,
Like mine's basically just going through the motion of having to go through tough times and just really just pushing yourself through it.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
That's just my simple form of what resilience is.
The reason why I asked you on is because we want to talk about resilience, and I think resilience is something when I picture that word, the person that comes to my mind is you. And the reason why is ever since I've known you, you've had nothing but struggle in your life, and you've pushed past so many things that would just deter people. One being is that you're striving so hard to get your permanent residency, right?
That's right, yeah.
How long have you been struggling to get that? Ever since you started?
I applied for my de facto visa in 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and then COVID happened, relationship broke up, happens, then had to go back to a student visa. So it was 2023 now, 4 years.
Ever since you moved to Australia,
I wanted to get PR,
straight away?
not straight away because I wasn't aware, the steps what to take to actually live here long term.
Yep.
But when I found out, ever since then, I've been, trying so hard, spending so much money.
Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, I think I might be the only one who also knows, but student visas are freaking expensive.
How much are they generally?
Well, my diploma that I just spent on to pay it off in 18 months,
Mm.
$24,000.
Mm.
Every Australian gets HEX or, some student support. We don't really get that.
Mm.
I got 1 month where they're like, oh, scholarship or whatever, got reduced $1,500.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, well, it's still nice. Still, it was $24,000 I had to fork out for, in 18 months.
Mm.
Damn.
My parents are a good support.
They helped you out?
They try.
Yeah.
Obviously, I want to try myself as well. Adult, I'm 26.
Mm.
I wanna
Exactly.
try myself. And that's why I'm working the hours.
And that's exactly why I always think about you. I've been on a student visa ever since I came to New Zealand and Australia.
Mhm.
So my parents spent a fuck ton of money. To put things in perspective, for high school, the first year of high school that I came to Australia, my parents paid 20 grand that first year.
First, yeah.
Yeah, that's high school. Then I got a scholarship. So me and my brother, we got a scholarship into the high schools, and they allowed us to, we wouldn't have to pay for the student fees, and the high school paid for us.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah. So we
Lucky.
only we had to, lucky. I mean, you have to work hard for it.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
You don't hand them
I'm
anything like
blessed.
that.
Yeah.
Blessed.
Yeah, blessed. That was
Grateful.
very grateful that our high schools helped us out. I know the struggle of like, a student visa is not
insane.
easy.
No.
And then after high school, you're 18. You have to remain in Australia. You have to have that student visa.
Yep.
But you have to be studying to have that student visa.
Mm.
You have to be registered in a course and attending it.
And it has to be a specific
Yeah, within the
yeah.
list of
studies.
courses. Yeah.
Courses.
Yeah, you to get the PR, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then on top of that, you can only, well, it used to be 20 hours a week you were allowed to work, or
Yep.
40 hours a fortnight.
Yeah.
And now they bumped it up to 24 hours a week. Where's that going to get you? If you
Nowhere.
rent, monthly repayments were $1,800.
Damn, whole rent.
That's
right
a
there.
whole, yeah,
That
that's
was
rent.
more
That's
than
more than
rent.
rent.
Yeah.
That was more than rent. So everyone's been like, oh, you're working 2 jobs. You must be swimming in money.
Mm.
No.
Like, I wish.
There's a
Nah.
reason. Still going.
Just rent
Yeah.
and school fees alone was $3,000. Just gone. And then I wanted to have a social life,
Yeah.
go out. Australia's not cheap. Go out
No.
for one drink. That's already $20 gone.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah,
think-
damn. Yeah.
You think twice if you want to do that.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Jazzy's not the type of girls that would she's not the one who is like, I'll pay, I'll let other people pay for me. Even if you don't have money, you'll still be like, I'll get you this drink. I'll use my credit card. And I'm like, why?
I don't even have a credit card.
No, but You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
I
Yeah.
feel for
always
that. I
like-
feel for that.
I know you do.
I'm
I
pretty
know
bad
you
with that.
do.
I'm always like,
That's-
oh, I don't have money this week, but like, you want to go for a drink?
Yeah.
I'll pay. It's fine."
Yeah. She
So
genuinely
just want to have a
does.
good time, live life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. I like spending money on people if it makes them happy, and if we get to
Yeah.
spend quality time,
Mm.
I don't
Yeah.
mind that.
So the reason we had this episode again is talking about resilience, right? You've strived so hardly to get a permanent residency, right?
Working towards it.
Working towards it.
Yeah.
That's true because you don't have it yet, right?
Nope.
I can tell you right now, I only just got it 2 years ago. Best thing ever.
I only just got it
Just to
2
rub in.
years ago.
I mean, hey, I've been here for
Yeah, it's been here for ages.
yeah,
I
and I only got it 2 years ago.
Sorry.
One thing, and I relate to it, is how hard not only is it to juggle the repayments to paying for the Australian visa and your course itself, but having to work 2 jobs and still be 26 years old. How many jobs have you been juggling since the start of this?
Since I got to Australia,
Yeah.
at the start when I started my first student visa, I actually juggled 3 jobs.
And
What were they?
Working in a burger shop,
Mm-hmm.
over on the west. Then I worked in a travel agency,
Oh wow.
damn.
also Liquorland, which was also far east.
Yep.
And then my school, which is down in Dandenong.
Just because I've had experience with this before,
Yeah.
what was your I guess you would say your day or your weekly schedule like?
Yeah.
Just because
It was insane.
Yeah.
It
Once-
still is
just to
insane, by
kind
the
of
way.
give people like a better picture of how that life was. They can see how you were juggling everything.
It was literally like me getting up, drive to school down in Dandenong,
Yep.
and then finishing there, driving all over to the west
Mm.
to go to the burger shop. On a day, drive to the travel agency or drive to Liquorland.
Yep.
I also had a partner at a time, so
Mm.
juggling that on top of that.
Yeah, that's hard.
Mm.
And we just moved out together
Oh wow.
in
Oof.
St Kilda. 20 hours that you're working, basically made like $500-$600 a week. And I had quarterly repayments in my first student visa. They were like almost $4,000
Damn.
on top of like, your roughly grand rent.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
No.
With if you think, say, $2,000 a month,
Mm.
it's insane. Like, luckily, my ex-partner now, is helping me out so much, and my
Oh, wow.
parents were as well.
Mm.
But yeah, that was insane. I was working 13 days straight,
Yeah, from
Yep,
job
yep.
to job to job.
and then school as well. And I think I was starting to play dodgeball as well, so juggling that,
Nice.
and then hanging out with my friends,
Yep.
Mm.
and but still making time, hanging out with my partner. That was
Mm.
insane.
Yeah.
But nothing compared to like my student visa now.
Yeah.
No partner,
Mm.
2 jobs,
Mm.
school, and
Still
I
a
don't know,
social life a bit.
I had quite a social life. Start of like when I started school,
Mm.
which I don't regret, but also I wish I put more effort into my school.
Yep.
Yeah. You remember you telling that?
Yeah, we were spending much time.
Oh, I
were
know.
spending
We
so
were-
much time.
Yeah. Far out.
Mm.
But yeah, it was just sometimes I wouldn't sleep.
Yeah.
I would get maybe 3 hours sleep in like a
Yeah.
60-hour period
Literally.
because I have big FOMO, and I'm over the last year I've been learning to say no,
Yeah.
Yep.
and just to say like I'm gonna stay home today,
Yeah.
or I'm gonna do my studies today. I actually sit together with a classmate.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do it. Everyone's like, "Oh, do you want to go out for food?
Yes.
Or, are you gonna come out to this party?"
Yes.
First of all, Friday, Saturdays, I'm working at a bar. Weekends are gone.
Yep.
Oh, can you take it off? I'm like, unless it's like my really, really, close friend's
Yeah.
birthday, I'll
Mm.
take it off. But apart from that, I need to make money.
Mm.
Yeah.
I need to pay the school fees. I need to pay rent. I need
Exactly.
to pay bills.
Our
Being an adult
priorities.
sucks.
Mm.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nobody teaches you that when you're a kid.
Nah.
I want to be an adult. No, screw that. Damn.
Now it's like I want to be a kid again.
Yeah. Oh, I wish, man. Are you kidding? Yeah.
Oh, and everyone's
No
like,
responsibilities.
why don't you study in Germany? It's free. I love it here. But yeah, it's definitely been teaching me a lot about time management.
Mhm.
Mm.
And like my course, I'm studying community services, and one of the units is reflective, like a reflective unit.
Mm.
So you have to go into yourself a lot. You have to write a reflective journal.
Oh.
Wow, you'd be
And-
really good at that.
Yeah, like I journal a lot as
Yeah.
well.
Yep.
But that stuff in class, especially sometimes you have to, present it in front of everyone.
Mm. Ooh.
Man,
That's a bit deep.
yeah, we had to like draw up a roadmap about all the challenges.
What'd you learn from that though? The roadmap of the challenges. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, that would be pretty interesting actually.
That I was lacking a lot of time management.
Cool. Yep. That's
Can I
true.
just
Definitely.
pull your flaws on the table?
Yeah. I know.
But my teacher was like, that's very self-aware of yourself,
Yeah.
that you can, identify that,
Mm.
that you were lacking that and you're working on it.
Mm.
Also reaching out for help when I needed to.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm a person who was always like, "No, I can do it myself.
Mhm.
I'm not going to reach out." And I only reached out when I was literally hitting rock bottom.
Yep.
Mm.
But I've been learning to reach out now, which is great. My teacher was always like, "Yeah, great." So I was like, "I'm fucking strong.
Hey,
Strong mindset,
let's
man."
go. I love it.
That's why you're here.
That's
Yeah,
why I'm here.
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm still here, alive,
Mm.
breathing, because,
Mm.
you know, life is a challenge.
Yeah.
I think when we were hanging out a lot, it was always you coming from another job. It was always you just finished your shift and then you come out to this. You were always two jobs. You worked the day and night, and then after the bar, you'd come out to us, and it was like 2 a.m. in the morning. You'd start hanging out with us. The
Just
thing
wanted
is,
to be part of it, right?
yeah, she had FOMO
FOMO.
bad,
Yeah.
but she was also like, you don't regret any of that though. You don't
No,
regret.
I don't regret.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I just wish
Could put more focus into
more focus into my
like
studies.
priorities, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, priorities. Just setting them right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all right. You live and you learn, right?
so you juggle a lot of jobs, right? And you mentioned how hard that was. Marvin, I remember when around the time we were working the same job. I think for the longest period you were having two jobs.
Yeah. So I want to say it was a super long period. It was maybe close to a year.
Mm.
So during COVID, basically my mum,
Mm.
her shop had to close down because of COVID rules. It was an essential business, so she had to shut down. So I had to basically help out with a lot of the payments. Schedule was pretty much from about 5 p.m. Start work at 7,
Yeah.
finish at 3 a.m.
Go
Start,
straight to
have an hour nap, go
Yeah.
straight to the other job and work from
5 a.m. to probably around 12 or 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The latest was 1 p.m. I nearly did a double shift.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so
Nice. Yeah.
and after I'll pretty much go home, sleep for like maybe
5
4 or
hours.
5 hours,
Yeah.
then repeat the whole thing again.
Yeah.
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 And we like back before you did that double thing, we used to hang out quite a lot
Yeah.
and do things after work.
Mm. I look like a zombie too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You were dead,
Yeah.
G.
I was just had no life. 'Cause
I remember one time, so after you finished, like you stopped doing the double jobs, after we finished one of our shifts, we said, we'll go out to the movies. We'll go out to the movies, just relax, we'll watch the movie. In that movie, we both fell asleep.
But that movie was just shit.
The
That's
movie
why.
was shit.
Yeah, it was shit.
But we sat there and I woke up to us both going,
no way.
Yeah.
that's how tired I was tired for no reason. You were tired
Yeah.
because
Just
two
double
jobs,
jobs.
man.
Two jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But even though it was just two jobs, it was one full-time, one part-time. And that was
Yeah.
just a full schedule. That was every single day. Weekends, I did work sometimes, but not all the time. Yeah.
yeah,
part-time
you
job.
You did weekends for the other job.
Yeah, part-time job. I did the weekends. So sometimes I guess you would say I worked for like nearly a month straight.
Yeah.
That's
Seriously.
hectic.
Yeah. That was such a struggle during that period.
Yeah. See, for both of you guys,
No, I get that.
I know why
Yeah.
you're working so hard towards it. I knew why you were working so hard towards it. But the question I have for, I guess, both of you, I want to be able to relate, but honestly, every job I've ever had, I just work a lot of long hours. And then I'll do something fun. And I don't believe I've never got there where I need to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Slowly getting there with
I
the
am
job now.
so slowly getting there.
This guy's always just working now. I always call him and it's just, hello. I was like, I'm just taking a nap.
Trying to
Honestly,
hang out with him. I'm busy. Sorry, working.
I work so much
Yeah,
now.
just work so many hours now.
Yeah, it's actually ridiculous, but that's normal. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine. The reason I asked for both of you because you guys did that for the longest period, and you're still doing that. What kept you going? Why didn't you stop? Why couldn't you quit?
Well, for me, it was more so to have a roof over our heads.
Damn,
Yeah.
your situation was bad then.
Yeah.
It's so much worse now.
Yeah. Funny enough, it's actually worse now. So
Yeah.
this topic resonates with me quite a lot right
Yeah.
now.
Just to close off that. Capture that again. What kept you going?
I would say thinking about my family, obviously, especially my mum.
Yeah.
Just seeing the look on her face when she knew that she had to close up shop. And then after thinking, fuck, what can I do to, help out? I generally think that I didn't help out as much back then. So it was kind of like my turn to like step up. Because obviously if your parent is asking for help or she can't do anything to, support the family anymore, you want to help out, right? That's what I just kept thinking about. Just how can I help my mom? How can I make her life easier now? That's just what I was thinking about. How can I help? How can I help? How can I help? Yeah.
And even now more than ever.
Yeah, even now more than ever.
Yeah.
it's all about how can I help?
Yeah, it's quite literally that.
Yeah. To be honest, it's a lot harder now, my situation, compared to
Yeah.
before, just because I've taken so much on my plate to the point where it's crippling my life.
Yeah, extremely.
You know, that's life, right?
Yeah.
Whatever doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about my future at the end of all this. I'm going to be able to have so much patience, have such a strong mentality towards any difficult task that comes my
That's
way.
true.
Because if I can handle this now, I can
Yeah.
handle whatever I need to do later on.
That is so true. I remember one thing you keep telling us whenever we're like, far out, man, we got to release this episode. Far out, we got to do this. You always say one thing that this podcast has taught us is to now more than ever, we can juggle so many things at once.
Yeah.
So how about you, Jassy? In all those tough times, all those times where you literally had no sleep, but you went to the next job. I've seen you many times do that, where I haven't slept for 36 hours, or I haven't slept for this amount of hours. What kept you going?
Having a roof over my head,
Mm.
definitely. And also not giving up on my dream,
Which is,
life in Australia.
damn.
Yeah, I know.
I like
I'm
it.
not giving up.
So your dream is to have a life in Australia.
Potentially, yeah. I want to get my permanent residency.
Yeah.
So then if I ever decide to go to Canada or wherever for 2 years, I can still come back.
That's true.
If I do that now, all the hard work that I, working towards over the last 7 years.
Yeah.
We're at the moment at $65,000 that I spent on this country.
Yeah, that's a lot.
How much?
65,000.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Visas, student fees, it all builds up.
People can't even save that amount these days.
I could buy a house. I could, put a deposit down.
Definitely.
But definitely, yeah. I, all my family is always saying if it's really hard, go back. But I feel like if I
You
give it up
quit.
now
Yeah.
and I go home, I have to start back at zero.
That's
in
true.
my home country,
That's true.
my hometown,
Yep.
which is a country town.
Yeah.
I personally feel like I failed myself. And that's that's why I'm keep going.
Battle between
keep
yourself
going.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I now made the decision that anywhere close to my permanent residency visa, by the time I'm hitting 30,
Mhm.
and I give up.
Mm.
That's 11 years in Australia, but not getting
Close to
my
it.
PR granted.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's 11 years.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You gotta stop, girl. You just gotta stop.
And here's the thing, right? You're working so hard to get what a lot of people are born with here.
I know.
Everyone around you, and trust me, this is what I thought the whole time I was doing my student visa. That everyone around you, no offense, Marvin, was born with opportunities or working so hard to freaking strive for. Not anyone's fault, obviously, if you're born in your
no.
country. Yeah,
Don't worry, I wasn't, handed a silver spoon.
you definitely weren't.
I was
You definitely
wasn't.
weren't. You have to imagine. I know how hard life is, but in terms of for me and Jassy to have gotten step one,
Yep.
we had a billion steps.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Before you start working for your dream,
Yeah.
you have to pay to stay here.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And every time I think it's going smoothly,
Yeah,
I'm fine for now. Next week, actually, no, you're not. I'm
yeah,
like, damn. But I'm like, the last 2 years, like you said,
Mm.
anything that comes now, it's going to be not easy, but it's
Yeah.
it can't get worse, really.
yeah.
We've
That's
been
true.
through so much. You just build such a strong mindset now that right, it's just another challenge, but it's not like the end of the world. You'll make through it.
You're going. Let's say every single day, you're waking up. What are you telling yourself in order for you to get through that day?
Good job if you're not getting
Yep.
Well, basically,
Wow, that could have been something beautiful just then. No, I'm kidding.
literally, I just
No, she's just,
blanket over. If you don't get up now, you lose your job.
hey,
Go.
but she's just spitting
That's
facts.
being real.
She's just spitting
That's
facts,
being
bro.
real.
But without a job, I can't pay for my dream.
That's true.
But the amount of times, I have rewards points somewhere. I'm that fucking tight for money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to use my rewards points for this now.
Yeah, true.
I build up points at this place and I get, free meal there. I'm
Yeah.
that tight. And people
Yeah.
are like, oh. It's just, but
I feel
you
you.
know what?
I feel you.
For mee goreng, you just fucking eat mee goreng.
Yeah.
It's it's cheap.
Trust
Okay.
me, instead of buying Mega Rain, just buy some chicken, cook it. You get a better meal, nutritious meal. Keep you fuller.
Okay, I mean, I'm just fucking. Hey, I'm sorry. It's not that I don't feel that.
Yeah.
I work my fucking ass off, so I
You
don't
did,
feel
you
that.
did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
Sorry.
don't worry. I remember back in the day when you were living off $2 pizzas at Coles.
Yes, dude.
No way.
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah, bro.
That's-
I was poor.
I know your struggles back then. too.
Yeah, but that was only. Bro, those were good pizzas, though. I don't want to say that was tough.
Yeah.
$2 pizzas. Those used to fucking. I used to love
That was his party feed.
Yeah, that was like, yeah. Oh, you suck, dude. Screw you, man.
Dude.
What he means is back then when I used to invite people over,
Yeah.
because I couldn't afford to buy takeaway for everyone, I used to get $2 pizzas and cook it
No
for
And
everyone.
buy
way.
like 5 of them or something.
Yeah. Hey, man, those are
No
good,
good
though.
though.
Yeah.
No good.
All right, cool. I know the struggle. Like, I think a lot for one thing that comes to mind in terms of money is Filipinos in general have never been taught in the Philippines on how to save money.
Hmm.
So for the longest time, my parents not only did not know how to save money, they didn't know how to teach me how to save money.
Yep.
So my
Mm.
family and everyone around me struggled so hard to save money.
Yep. Relatable.
Yep, exactly right.
Mhm.
To this day, and I think my whole family will agree, I'm the only one of us who had a conscious mind to save money. So I never, ever, ever let myself get to the point where I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
But I also never let myself until now to indulge in too many good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mm,
I
yeah.
always wanted.
I vouch for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was always wearing the cheapest clothes. I was always wearing, and I didn't care. I didn't really care as long as I felt good.
But no, what's funny though? You make Kmart clothes look good.
Yeah, thanks, my G.
You actually do.
Yeah, my guy. I still rock that Kmart
Yeah,
stuff. I
exactly.
don't care. I don't care. Yeah, that's what I mean. So I don't know. I never cared, and I never let myself get to a point where I struggled. Even when I had a partner and she wanted all the nice things, I wouldn't get anything nice for myself.
Mm.
In saying that, because of the lack of understanding of saving, and I think it happened for maybe both our families or three of our families. Sorry, there's gonna be that struggle from day dot. You can't get out of it right now, and I get that. I get that.
Thumbs up.
Jassy, when everything is all said and done, you're gonna be able to get out of that slump.
One day.
No, you will.
Yeah.
I will. I
Yeah,
have
Manifest it.
I
Yeah.
have to.
Talk it into.
I can tell you
existence.
right now, as someone on the other side of it, you're gonna get it there.
Mm.
Someone just marry me. Jokes.
Okay.
Jokes.
Duh,
Taking
it's a joke.
applicants.
I'm gonna do it my way.
Yeah.
Mm.
When I get my PR,
Yeah.
all on my own.
Yes.
I don't want to rely on a partner.
Nah.
I don't want to do any of that because what one thing that taught me my de facto relationship visa that I had you can just
Ooh.
you can and
It can.
relationships can just you grow apart. It just things just happen.
Yep.
So I'm like this time I'm working hard for it, and when I get it, it's gonna be even more rewarding.
It will be.
All the struggles I've been through, it's gonna be super rewarding.
Yeah, it will be. It absolutely
Knowing
be.
and you did it yourself as well.
Yeah, that first step into saving for what you want to save for.
Like that's what I keep thinking about.
Yeah, exactly.
When
right?
I get out of this slump, I just can't wait to actually be able to save for something that is going to be, an investment
yeah,
or something that can actually make me money.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Mine's
Is-
even just a car,
Oh.
which is so sad. It's
Oh.
so sad. Everyone's like, "When did you have a car?" I'm like, "I don't have to."
And she has a parking space as well. Yeah, she has a parking space that's never
And
used.
I spent almost 10 grand on Uber a year.
Oh,
Which is even
oh my
But
god!
it's easier
You
to
could have
spend
bought a
20.
car.
But it's easier to spend $20 at a time than putting $20 away and then take public transport for like an hour and a half.
True.
Especially when I finish my bar job at 3 a.m. I'm not taking public transport.
Damn.
No way.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
Okay.
Or walk? No.
It's all good to talk about how hard you can work all at once and then putting your head down and absolutely getting right into just working.
Mm.
Yeah, I think you talk about it quite a lot. And I know how much you motivate yourself in order to through it.
Mm.
But let's be honest, right? We're all human. We can't just close our eyes and work our asses off. We have to find a way to recenter or take care of ourselves. I guess what are one of those ways that you could do that?
I mean, for me, over the last year, been, just working, was
Right.
just catching up with friends,
Mm.
going out for dinner. That was
Yep.
like my quality time. Sometimes just laying in bed,
Mm.
do nothing and just watch movies.
Yeah.
Going back into photography, journaling.
Yeah.
Mm.
Neglected that for a while, but that's so, that's recentering, everything for me.
Mm.
Getting back into it and reminding me, like, why do I do this?
Mm.
Mm.
But yeah, apart from that,
Those are good.
Really? No.
Those are good.
I'm actually liking that you're saying journaling, because I feel that helps you reflect so much on your whole year or whatever you're going through, right?
You
She
journal?
genuinely journals.
I used to journal,
Yeah.
but I haven't been able to get in the habit of journaling like every single day.
It doesn't even have to be every single day.
Doesn't.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like for me at the start was with my mental health. My therapist said, do it when you don't feel great. Just get those thoughts on paper.
Yep.
Write it all down. Draw up a mind map or whatever.
Yep.
After that, you already feel so much better.
Mm.
But then, like, even if you recap once a week, what has been happening helps a lot.
Mm.
Because
Even on your phone.
yeah, because I think people say that journaling is like talking to yourself,
Mm.
able
It
to
is.
really talk to your inside and just really get to know what the fuck's going on.
And especially, like, you think those thoughts
Mm.
all the time, but as soon as you put it on a piece of paper or in your notes, it's like there. You actually, like, kind of like you spoke it, you said it to
Spoke
someone.
it to existence.
But you
Yeah.
didn't actually speak it to, said it to anyone.
Yeah.
It's for you there, but you're actually like, oh, damn, I've been going through that. I've been feeling like this. Like, yeah, it makes you kind of aware a little bit more as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
I had a conversation, I guess, with my dance crew, right? We have, I think, 3 people there who journal quite often. And they were talking about the benefits of journaling. And one thing they said is, like, in terms of what you say, when it becomes documented, it makes it a lot easier to analyze.
Yep.
Because then you know, okay, this is what I was feeling. Why was I feeling like this?
Yep.
Where when it's in your head, you're just feeling it. I remember when I was going through probably my darkest time, everyone's advice was journal. And why I found it so intimidating for the first week, my thoughts were so freaking dark. And I didn't realize how dark it could actually be until it was documented. Honestly, I stopped journaling after that first week because I was reading it and I was feeling so much shitter about myself. Honestly, that's why I found it quite intimidating. And maybe my mind has a bigger hold over it than I think. For you to do it so much, and the things I've read and seen, 1, you write so beautifully. 2, the way you say it is so real. It's not written like a story. It's said as if you were saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually amazing.
And you know what the best part is?
What?
Every now and then, like, every 6 months, I read my whole journal.
From start to finish?
From start to finish. Well, I don't journal every day. I
Yeah,
did it
true.
for like a solid period of time. I did actually do every day or every second day. My last entry was just not long ago, but the entry before that was start of the year.
Damn.
Yeah. But 2022, I journaled a lot.
Yeah,
And
you
just
did.
reading through that and, reading through memories that you kind of like suppressed.
Mm.
But then you also like, can't remember. And you're like, oh, damn, that happened. And it has changed you so much, or like you've become such a stronger person.
It makes you more self-aware as well.
Yeah.
It's true.
And like, if you look at it now, you're like, oh, I would have handled that so much better now.
Mm.
Why did I handle it like that?
Mm.
But you don't blame yourself for it.
Yep.
You're just like, wow, okay, I have grown so
Mm.
much.
Yeah,
But yeah, I read it like a book sometimes.
that's
I
beautiful.
reckon,
know.
I reckon that'd be cool just to go through, just to see your past self
Yeah.
and the way you've grown. It's like it's watching your progression in life.
Yeah, one of the guests that used to be on here, Nasta, she made a very good point that journaling doesn't have to be written down. You can journal by you can journal by making a dance piece and recording it. You can journal by singing and recording it. And that blew my freaking mind. Because remember one of the first things we said about what this podcast would be? Was a way to document what our lives is.
Yep.
It's kind of strayed away from that, but I believe it's still that same way. Because now and forever, no matter where we go in life, we know we had this, and at this point we were feeling this. At this point now, I was friends with Jassy. At this point now, you met Marvin, right? This is a way of journaling in my experience.
It definitely is. Like we can watch this in the next 10 years and think, wow, our lives were so different back then.
Yeah.
Because obviously me and you definitely, you as well. Hopefully you got your PR by then.
Yeah.
You will.
We will.
Yeah,
No,
you will.
You will.
manifest it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mindset.
Yes,
You know.
you will
Yeah.
get your PR. By,
Exactly.
in what, 5-10 years time, we're going to look at our life now and just laugh at it.
That's definitely true. Far out.
That's
That is so
what
true.
I believe. We're just going to laugh at like
Yeah.
our situations that we're in
Yeah.
and just be like, thank God we went through that because we had to
Yeah.
learn.
I'm definitely at a point in my life where I'm comfortable. Not comfortable. I'm happy about where I'm currently at.
Yep.
So when I look back at the tough times, I'm definitely laughing. Like
100%.
I'm definitely laughing. There's so much more I want to achieve in life, but going back to like where I was, my moral self, where I was in the dark times, I actually go, what the fuck? But I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. And just to go back on what we mentioned or what we touched on about things on how to get like how to recenter yourself when you're working so hard. What are things you do, Marvin?
At that period, I wasn't really thinking too much. I was just kind of going by the motions, to be honest.
Just going at it the whole
Yeah,
time.
just going at it as
That
much
was-
as I can.
Yeah,
Like,
that sounds like you.
Because as well as my downtime was just sleeping. I only had 4 or 5 hours sleep. One thing that did actually help me. So during the period when I was actually working, I was able to wear headphones. So what actually helped me during that period was actually listening to ebooks, something that can elevate my thinking during that mindless job. Because if I just thought about the task or just did the task itself and didn't think anything about how I can improve myself as well, I think I'll just go crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
So I was just listening to podcasts, motivational speeches at that period because it did help.
Yeah,
It was such a tough time. Like I needed something to kind of motivate me as well.
that kept me going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I did.
And for myself, I believe when you're working so hard and you close your eyes and you're literally just nonstop doing whatever, I do believe there is something that you have to do that is completely who you are as a person. And that's a way to recenter because, for instance, to the core of me, I feel like I'm a dancer. So when things are so tough, I will force myself, even if I don't have sleep, to go to a dance class. That's where I feel like, okay, I'm kind of back into it.
Yep.
I'm back to being me, and then I'll jump in, work hard.
Okay. Right now, since my situation is actually worse than last time,
Yeah.
what I do now is actually boxing.
Yeah,
That
there you
helps
go.
me so much.
See what I mean?
I get your question now.
Yeah.
Well, I was actually answering what I used to do back then, but now the thing that actually gets me through mental breakdowns during a week or a day, I'm growing as a fighter. Just being able to punch something relieves so much stress.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, and then after you're continuously pushing yourself to new heights because in boxing or in any exercise, right, you're trying to elevate yourself to a new PR.
Yeah.
And that's what exercise is all about, right?
Yeah. No, I'm with it.
For me, it was dodgeball.
Oh, there
Oh,
you go.
yeah.
Going dodgeball, just throwing balls.
Hitting
Just
people in the
letting your-
face.
No,
And that checks out.
not that, but
I'm kidding,
just
I'm kidding.
letting out your steam,
Yeah.
exercising, meeting up with mates. Because a lot of times, like meeting up with mates, because I have FOMO,
Yeah.
it was also draining. Like the amount of times I didn't want to go out, but I had to. I
Yeah.
felt like I was obligated to go, meet everyone. I didn't want to let anyone down.
Yep.
That was draining. But then like going dodgeball, like letting out steam, and then also gym.
Yeah.
Just going gym. Just going.
Yeah,
hard.
gym helps a lot.
And music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah, oh my
Music-
God,
I think
yeah.
music is my like.
Yeah.
Like I sit at home and just listen to music, and lyrics are so powerful.
I agree.
I think that's what-
100%. Music is it's just absolutely the best thing in the world. Like it actually gets you past everything, makes things more emotional. Every single day, there's not a single day of my life that I've not listened to music. That's how much I love music.
Yeah.
It's just music is one of those things that can just make you escape reality for a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
or
In your own
or
time.
help you deal with reality.
Yeah.
Is what I
Because I feel like the singers or the artists have been through the same thing, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
resonate with that, 100%.
Yeah.
Feel like that,
Yep.
and you're just like, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Not alone going through this.
In terms of that thing that keeps you going or those times to recenter, I did love what you mentioned about doing nothing. Reason being is because of these recent, like, not recent, but this whole, like, all these podcasts and all these motivational speeches about go hard, go hard, go hard, right? So I always believed in myself, screw it. Just always knuckle down. Don't even worry about it. Like, go hard, go hard, go hard. Yeah. That's beautiful and that's great. And some people can do that. But what I quickly realize now that there is sometimes you have to be okay with taking a breath.
Yes. 100%.
Right? Yeah. And I didn't realize until just recently on how beautiful it is or how amazing it is to not jump on your phone and turn off, but actually do nothing. Like just when you're sitting there in your bed or maybe just one-on-one with someone else and just taking that breather and not having to worry about work the next day or a project that's due or something. That is the best break you can have for just a brief moment because I don't know.
But you also have to allow yourself to not feel guilty for not doing
That's true.
anything. That's the biggest thing.
Yep.
That's true.
Every time we don't do anything, we feel like, damn, I
Yeah.
should be doing my washing. I should be
Yep.
doing that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just sit there. Sounds so weird now, but you can see the planes coming in from like my window.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just sit there. I'm like, plane. And I
Nice.
sit there and I'm like, so wholesome. Not my phone, nothing.
Yeah.
And I do nothing. And I'm like, those days where I don't do anything, I I literally had to learn that like, hey, today you did nothing,
Mhm.
but that's okay.
That's okay. Yeah.
Mm.
It's totally fine. You can do your washing tomorrow.
Yeah.
As long as you pick it up the next day,
Yeah.
Mm.
you're allowed to have a day off. And
Yes.
that's where we don't grant that
Yeah.
ourselves.
Mm.
I know gym is a big part of, self-care and all that stuff, but for me, gym has become now a lifestyle.
Yep.
Where now it's like, it's just something a part of my life. So I don't think I don't see gym as an escape, to be honest. And I don't see other things like people like to do like washing and like cleaning as a escape or like a self-care routine, where I don't. Everything of that, the moment I'm off the bed, it's like go time.
Mm.
Go time, blah, 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 blah. But that exactly what you said, the feeling of the allowing yourself to do nothing, holy hell, it's great. Like I didn't realize this until only recently in life, but it's amazing. Yeah, like today I felt like I did nothing. Do I regret it? Frick no. Genuinely, like
But
proud of
I feel like you did need a break.
yeah,
Yeah. Every time I called him, he was just, yeah, I'm taking a nap. I've got so much work tonight.
yeah,
Always.
yeah.
It's good that it's good that you have a break.
yeah.
You deserve it.
Thank you.
Definitely.
I love coming home. I love coming home. I miss Melbourne so much.
Mm.
But whenever I do come home, I never have time for a break because it's either podcast
Yep.
or a million people's birthdays
Yeah.
or someone's going out or some sort of event. I haven't seen you in ages, Earl. Let's catch up. So it's always jam packed. But I think today was the first time in seriously months where I said, screw it. I'm not doing anything. And dear God, did it feel great.
Yep.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, sorry.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
That's good.
Genuinely loved it.
Yeah.
But yes, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
If you had one thing to tell everyone on how to get past a certain thing or keep at it, what would you tell them? What advice would you give them?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
Say something. Is
I know,
That's
it's just
fine.
like it's just
that fine? No.
every time like what would I tell myself? It's just like you had to. It was never like, I don't know, just had to.
Just had
But
to.
I feel like if Marvin, help me out.
That's all right.
No,
For me, for example,
okay, that's
No,
okay.
trust. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I have moments like that. You don't understand.
Yeah.
Trust
No,
me.
you don't understand.
You don't
You
understand.
understand.
I've had
Marvin-
moments. I'm bad with that. There's been a lot of times where you just ask me a question. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm a host, so
Yeah,
it's all good.
exactly.
It's all good. It's all
Yeah,
good.
it's okay.
For me, because I've been through the process of it, what I would say to the people struggling out there with, their current situation is that right now, your situation is just for you to become the next person that you need to be for your next chapter, right? As I always say to Earl, if we can't get past this stage of our life, what makes us think we can get to the lifestyle that we want?
Oh,
Yeah. So just think of now as you leveling up to get to the next point.
I love that. So what you're saying is what we've always told to ourselves, what we want to achieve,
Mm-hmm.
we thinking whether or not we can deserve that.
Mm.
Ooh, I like that.
I guess now that I'm like thinking about it more, what I tell myself is take it step by step.
Mm.
Even if it's hour by hour, minute by minute. You know that cliche thing that everyone says, but it is true. Doesn't matter how hard the challenge is, break it down step by step.
Mm.
Just do it, take it day by day.
Mm.
I feel like that's what I would tell people. If
Um,
like anything is too big of a struggle,
Yeah.
take it step by step.
Yeah,
Mm.
I love that. In terms of getting it done, I feel like I've never really had to talk to myself about motivating myself because I think just like yourself, it was just a point of this is my life. I just have to get it done.
Yeah.
One thing I always did tell myself is if I give up now, I'll be back at step one.
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah. If I quit after all this hard work, I will be back to zero and absolutely nothing.
Mm.
Right? And no matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you go, you'll never know what you could have been until you've made it. So I don't give up.
Mm.
Yeah. And I think that's what I would tell people. But to your point, Farah, envisioning where you would be and then, fuck you. You said that you stole, I swear you stole my line.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, who have been the people in your life you find resilience in? Who are the people you look at when you think of the word resilience?
Oh, that's
My
easy.
dad,
Your dad?
Mm.
Why?
supporting my mum, 3 children.
Hmm.
Like, one single income, basically, and never giving up on us, and always, making sure we're happy, even if we're not the wealthiest or richest people. Like, we're, modest, even more to the poorer side, but like he always made sure, we were happy and never gave up on us, and he still doesn't.
Mm.
He still doesn't, and I just my best friend, and like I feel like he's so resilient in like his own challenges, which I'm not going into, but like he's always just been supportive, no matter what.
All right, I love that. Shout out to your dad.
Shout out to my dad.
Shout out to your dad.
He's not gonna watch it.
Oh, you know. Why
He's
would
not
he
gonna
watch
understand
it?
it.
Oh.
He does, but he struggles with the Aussie accent.
Oh, then then say something in German to your dad.
Quick and simple.
Ich liebe dich, Papa.
Oh.
Aw.
I know what that means.
Oh, really?
Hey, liebe dich, Papa. Liebe dich? Liebe dich?
Ich liebe dich. Yeah.
I love you.
My God, Germany really taught you something.
Yeah,
eh?
cool. Yeah. How
For
about
me, actually would be my mom.
Wow.
Yeah. Even though she hasn't made the smartest decisions in life, for her to have such a, I guess you would say, happy outlook and thinking that there's always going to be a light at the end of the tunnel is very motivating to me as well. She's probably one of the people that have taught me to be so resilient to the difficulties that has come my way. Just because I've seen her handle, everything that she's gone through. Like, she basically just came here on her own. Well, not really on her own. She got married, but then after divorce quite quickly, she had to raise 2 kids on her own on one income. And then after that, just going through all her difficulties of, learning, not being able to speak English properly. And then after, taking care of us. Yeah.
That's tough. And to be honest, having a chat with your mom, the brief conversation I had, it was completely all about motivation.
Yeah, surprisingly. And for her generation as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. That tripped me out.
So when we talk about resilience, Earl, who comes to mind when that word comes up?
I mean, apart from Jassy, my biggest teacher for resilience was my uncle.
Oh.
My uncle in New Zealand. And I didn't know this until way later in my life. So this man went to New Zealand and he gave up the opportunity of finishing his studies so that he could live with our family in New Zealand with us, including myself. He started from same as us. He had to go through a student visa, right? He didn't go through any de facto. He didn't go through any of that. He went through 3 different companies in order to get sponsored. And he didn't get that until he was 30, 32 or 33. So since he was outside of high school, all the way down to 32, 33 to get finally his New Zealand citizenship, he worked his ass off. I never understood what that meant until going through it ourselves. But not only that, at the age of 26, my parents went to Australia to pursue their careers and lives here. And me and my brother were stuck with my uncle. Not stuck, but we stayed with my uncle for 2 years or 3 years, 2 or 3 years. By himself, he had to raise us. So at 26 years old, which is your age, right? He had 2 kids at 10 and like 11. He was not only teaching us the ways of being adults, he was funding everything. 26-year-old, he was paying for 2 kids and he was paying for his student fees.
Wow.
Yeah, and working a full-time job. I had no idea what that meant because he would always come home late, and every time we had with us, he'd always try to make it nothing was wrong.
Yep.
When we did groceries, he always budgeted everything. I remember my budget in terms of getting lollies was $2, and I used to hate that. But he made sure that I always had a budget for lollies and 1 ice cream.
Oh.
What is like a core memory of mine before is I used to complain so much about not having enough food. There was one time where he came home after working so late and he made a meal. I looked at him so hungry. It's not that we couldn't afford food. I just wanted his food.
Yep.
And instead of being so angry, he was like, "Are you hungry?" And I said, "Hell yeah." He gave me that food after coming home from work. He gave me his meal that he made and then didn't get angry, didn't say anything about it, then went straight to his next job.
Damn.
Yeah. That guy was more resilient. And after all of that, he got his permanent residency. Now, then he got into a relationship, which is, beautiful, and he got married, has kids. He has not stopped. He had not had a break in his whole life. He went from working his ass off, taking care of 2 kids, then getting his permanent residency, now having his own kids, and working his ass off to make sure that their lives is never going to be like what he had or what we had. So till this day, whenever I have something like I can't get myself through it, I call him. Yeah, till this day. Okay, well.
That's actually beautiful.
Yeah, thanks. He's amazing. And I mentioned it before in the inner child episode. He's definitely my biggest motivation in life. But yeah, in terms of resilience, he's the person I think of. Okay. Let's not cry. Let's not cry. But yeah.
He is the definition of resilience.
Yeah, he's dope, man, for real. And I Whoa! Whoa! No. At the
the sniffles have come.
At the
Tissues?
no.
You know tissues?
So anyway,
Yep. We do like to, end every episode with a game when we do have time. So the game that we are going to be playing today is lip sync.
like usual, we want to end every episode with a game,
Yep.
have a bit of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm still undefeated, right?
Look up Alex's game.
No, I'm pretty undefeated.
Yep.
I don't know what
Certainly.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Pretty undefeated.
Yeah.
And even if I'm not, I'm sure you haven't beat me a lot. So we're gonna keep going, right, Jassy?
All right.
You're gonna help me win, right? What?
All right.
Yes.
You're my
Please
friend.
help
Don't
me,
forget
help me.
that.
Hi, Marvin.
No,
How are you?
you're my friend. Remember this. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's get started.
Okay. So once again, we're gonna play the Whispers game. Jazzy's gonna wear some headphones. She's gonna put it on.
Play some music.
We're gonna play some music. She can't hear anything, and I'm gonna say a word. She has to guess.
And I'm going to have a timer of 1 minute.
Exactly. So
Damn.
she has 1 minute to guess as many words as you can. The one with the most words wins.
Yes.
All right. And just to reiterate, I am number one. I am the champion, and I'm never gonna lose. Right, Jassy?
Whatever makes you, happy.
Yes, exactly. Marvin's a loser, and that's what it's gonna be.
Would you like to put on the headphones,
Of
please?
course.
All right.
Countdown. 3,
2,
2, 1, go.
recipe. Recipe.
Recipe?
Yes. Article. Article. Article.
Artisan?
No.
Artist?
Article. Tickle.
Artistic?
No.
Art?
Hey.
Tickle. Tickle.
Hey, they fucking
Is
move
it
it.
Tickle.
itchy?
No.
Scratchy?
No, wait. Next.
Okay.
Tradition. 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 Tradition.
No, next one.
College. College.
Oh, song just stopped. Oh.
College. College. Say something.
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
Damn, I can hear him now.
That's all right.
Assistance. Assistance.
Artistic.
Assistance.
That's it.
Autistic?
That's
Are you
it.
fucking serious? Are you fucking serious?
That's 1 minute. You got one. You got one.
That's you suck.
I'm sorry, what was it?
In 1 minute, you got one. So I got assistance,
Assistant.
and before that was article.
Article's a bit hard though.
Article was hard.
What was this?
Tickle.
Tickle.
Tickle. Because you already said
Yeah.
art, and I was like, yeah, and tickle.
It's all right. It's all right.
Scratchy, itchy?
Next round.
Fuck me.
Yeah, you got.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm gonna lose this one. Thanks, Jazzy.
how do I reset?
She can't hear anything, but she really
Okay.
killed it. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Phone.
Phone?
Yes.
Fuck this.
Child. Child. Child.
Child?
Oh,
Yes.
I hate this. I reckon you had better words.
Indication. Indication.
Lettuce?
Driver.
No, you have to say next, dickhead.
Driver. Driver. Driver.
What's a...
Ready? Driver.
I'm so confused.
Driver.
Say words though.
Next word.
Information.
Elephant?
Information. Information. Information.
Information?
Yes.
Oh, I hate this. 5,
Dinner.
4,
Dinner.
3,
Dinner.
2,
Dinner.
Eating?
1,
Oh, good.
0.
I win.
Shit.
Anyway.
But
So,
that's. Yep.
how does it feel to beat me?
Huh? Oh, it doesn't feel like anything new.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm beating you at life.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I'm kidding, man.
That was a bit of a personal stab, right?
Oh, is it?
Oh,
How many times do you remind me that you're the one in a happy relationship and I'm single?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I do have that.
Yeah.
Get
How'd you
it.
feel about that, Jazzy?
suck.
You do. Jazzy, you suck.
Actually,
You're
no.
terrible
With
at
me,
this.
you're right.
Can I be honest? You suck. Honestly, I've never had a partner and it was terrible, but you were terrible. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Tickle.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's okay. Maybe it was me. Maybe it was Artikel.
It was him. It was him. Let's just blame him.
yeah.
That was a great episode. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think that was a good episode myself.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the chillest episodes I've ever had.
Definitely not as prepared as usual.
Yeah, but that's okay. Honestly, and the thing is, like, me and Jazzy, we're good friends. We've been friends for ages, and I just feel so comfortable around you.
Mm.
Wow, that was really cute.
That was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna. That was weird. Yeah.
I'm just gonna do a pop up of cute.
But yes. How do you feel about the episode?
Great.
Good.
Yeah. Enjoy yourself.
Definitely. Really comfortable with you guys.
Sick.
Great.
Definitely,
That's what we strive for, right?
Yeah. I guess a little shout out to just the audience who stuck with us for this whole time. This is one of our last episodes for season 1. Just letting you guys know. So for those who've made it to the end of the episode, thank you guys for watching. We are pretty excited to end this season and with all the support and everything. But we'll go into that in our last episode.
Yeah. You'll see in the next coming episodes what we mean. But yeah, thanks for sticking around and really appreciate your time that you have invested in us. I think that concludes this week's episode. So, thanks for tuning into That Me Podcast.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and TikTok by searching That Me Podcast on all platforms.
Like, follow, and subscribe if you want to see more of us. But most importantly,
Stay hungry.
stay humble.
Choose and despise.
Woo!
What the fuck was that, man?
I joined
Why
in.
did you woo? You're not a woo person.
Can't I woo too?
I'm a woo person. Don't woo.
Okay, shit, fuck.
All right. See you guys on the next.
See ya.